Hello and welcome to Random Things. This is Ty, and for this video I want to go over my Kirkland branded Scotch whiskies. Now, most recently I picked up a 16-year Kirkland whiskey. It's a Highland single malt Scotch whiskey, and it's currently available at my Costco for $54.99. And over the years I picked up various bottles of Kirkland branded Scotch whiskies. Now, I have a 15, 16, 17, 18, and years ago I picked up a 24 year. For the 15 and 16 year, they're both Highland Scotch whiskies. These are aged in ex-bourbon barrels and finished in Oloroso sherry casks for a minimum of 6 months. And that gives it that amber color, I guess, along with the aging in the bourbon barrels. For the 17, 18, and 24, these are actually spade-side single malt whiskeys, and these are also aged in ex-bourbon barrels and then finished in sherry casks. They vary in the finish between 9 to 6 months, except for this one, the 24, which was aged or finished in a sherry cask for a minimum of 30 months. In terms of the coloration, I actually find the 15-year and 18-year to be the richest in the amber color. Of course, the 24 is the darkest, but that's kind of expected. But coloration-wise, the 15 is much darker than the 16. The 17 I find kind of in the middle of everything, and the 18 again is that rich amber flavor. All of these have that nice sherry flavor that you expect, and hints of dried fruit, whether it's plum or just dried fruit. In terms of the tasting notes, for the 24 year, it does say that it has hints of pineapple. Now these flavors, those fruit flavors are very, very, I guess, very, very faint. At least for me, because maybe I'm not as seasoned of a whiskey drinker as you, maybe. So I have a harder time distinguishing between a plum versus a pineapple, or just generally a dry fruit. But all in all, I can find the hint, but I'm not as sophisticated as maybe some of you aficionados. In terms of these 5 bottles, believe it or not, my favorite is actually the 17-year. I find the 17-year to be the most balanced of all these I have. It has a nice aroma. It doesn't have a super sharp, none of these do actually, but it doesn't have that super sharp alcohol vent flavor. I call it the Sharpie factor. Like, you know how you take a brandy Sharpie and you smell it and you're like, oh my gosh, that's just pure alcohol scent, right? And it just overpowers any kind of aroma. None of these have a high Sharpie factor. So then that lets you kind of inhale the aroma, the sweet aromas of the actual whiskey itself. And again, I find the 17-year to be actually my favorite, even more so than the 24. Now the 24, believe me, is actually very delicious. It's probably my second favorite, but 17, if I had bottles and bottles, this 17 would be my go-to bottle. Now, for those of you that actually have had these various Kirkland whiskeys, I would really love to hear from you as to which ones are your favorite, as well as maybe your tasting notes and from your personal experience. And please put that in the comment below and share with me as well as the other viewers watching this video. So with that, I hope you found this video entertaining. If you did, please hit the like and share button. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. That would really help me out. And lastly, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next random video.